Hey, what's going on everybody? Silent Reaper here, and today we are going to be talking about OBS and Streamlabs OBS. I hope they're right there in my hands because I have no idea. But we're going to be talking about the pros and cons between each other and which one is better for your specific hardware. Don't worry about these rocket ships behind me. I love my blankie. Let's get on into this video. Hey everybody, Silent Reaper here, and I appreciate you clicking on this video. Today we're going to be talking about the 3 pros and the 3 cons of OBS, and the 3 pros and the 3 cons of Streamlabs OBS. Now the first thing you would want to do is go over to your Internet Explorer or your Opera GX. I use Opera GX because I just think it's a lot better. Then you would want to make a Twitch account. After you make a Twitch account, you would want to go over to your creator dashboard. Once you get to your creator dashboard, scroll down to streaming tools. After you get to streaming tools, you will find OBS and Streamlabs OBS right here, available for download, absolutely free. After you download, make sure you run the software so then you can get the full and complete install. I also decided on to show you how to download Streamlabs and OBS as well, because why not? I have used both and I've experienced both for about 1.5 years each. By the way, I do stream on Twitch. Name is Silent Reaper. Would appreciate if you'd come on by, give me a comment. Let me know if you have noticed anything different on Streamlabs or OBS that I have not specifically said. Links will be all down in the description below. But let's get on into this. Number 1, the pros of OBS. Most of the time with OBS, everyone always sits there and complains about the CPU usage. They say that there is a lot of CPU usage in Streamlabs OBS instead of the original OBS, which you can see down here right next to FPS 4.3, and then it goes up to 5.6. I've also learned that CPU usage gets way more up there if you use animated things, like an animated scene or animated overlays. CPU usage goes up. Also, camera and frame rate. The higher the resolution, the higher the frame rate. On your settings in your camera, the CPU will also go up. As of right now, I am pretty sure you are sitting there saying to yourself, holy cow, this guy is up at 5:50 in the morning. He is crazy. Maybe I am. Maybe I want to be up this early. Maybe I like it. No, normally I am not awake this early. Normally I am sleeping, crashed in that bed behind me, and passed out to the max. Nobody can wake me. You can shake this entire house, earthquake, everything, and yada yada yada. I will not wake up. I have experienced both on Streamlabs and also OBS. I have experienced that OBS definitely does use a lot less CPU. Now Streamlabs uses a lot more just because they have things going on in the background called Streamlabs Ultra. Streamlabs Ultra is actually a thing that you can purchase to get a whole bunch of overlays and a whole bunch of different things like stream alerts or badges or banners or you name it. Number 2. Now I believe that OBS is actually a lot more raw to use. It's a lot more easier to use, but there are a lot of browser sources. I believe there's a lot of browser sources. I have like 6 to almost 7, 8 browser sources, I think. It's a lot of browser sources. Streamlabs, you don't have to use so many browser sources for certain things because everything is integrated within the software, which is really cool though. Now to work OBS, it is actually very easy. This is where I was talking about there is a lot of browser sources. You have to use a lot of these for most things, depending on what you want in your stream. Now, if you go down here to media source, you can actually make a media source like an animated scene or something else that's animated. Now, if you go down here to video capture device, this is actually what's able to see my camera. And then there is also game capture, so it won't display your actual display capture the background of your actual entire monitor. It'll just capture your game. Display capture is what I just explained previous. To be honest with you, OBS just feels completely way more comfortable. And to be honest with you, yes, I use OBS a lot more than I use Streamlabs. Last year, I did go back to Streamlabs just because the new updates that were going on. So all in all, I do switch back and forth. Number 3. Oh my goodness, my eyes hurt so bad. I should not be wearing contacts at all. I've had these things in for almost 16 hours. I know how bad that is. But I'm like so ugly with glasses on, you know? I look terrible. Anyways, let's continue on number 3. Now with OBS, I do believe that there is a lot more plugins. There's a lot more plugins that you can put into OBS to integrate it to change a lot of different things. I'm actually going to give you a bonus one. Number 4. Number 4, I do believe that it actually looks really nice and clean, that you can actually maneuver all of these. You can actually change them, integrate them, put them side by side. I think that is a very cool and neat idea. Then you get your stream info, you get your chat, you get your controls, scenes. It's a lot more you can do. Now let's talk about the pros about Streamlabs. Number 1. Streamlabs is actually very easy to use and it is very fun to use. Streamlabs usually has everything integrated within the software that makes it a lot easier to use, and it actually makes it very understandable on how to use. For example, Streamlabs already has chat box in the software. OBS does not. OBS, you actually have to get it into a browser source. And that is one of the things that I've said earlier, that you have to use a lot of browser sources in OBS, not Streamlabs OBS. Number 2, if you want overlays and also either banners or webcam overlays or anything in that particular field, Streamlabs already has something inside of the software to where you can use. It is a monthly subscription. Last time I checked, I think it was like $19 or something. I could be wrong. They could have made it go up higher. I'm not entirely too sure, but it is called Streamlabs Ultra. But with OBS, you actually have to either make or you have to pay somebody, or go and try to find free ones. There are some free websites to get overlays for your stream on OBS, because I'm pretty sure the things that you purchase from Streamlabs OBS using I can't think. The software in Streamlabs OBS, the subscription that you buy, you cannot integrate what the subscription has to offer into the original OBS. I learned that the hard way. Number 3, in my opinion, I think Streamlabs is a lot more clean and a lot more fresh. It pops out at you 10 times more. Now, when it comes to hardware, it depends on what you have. For example, if you have a lower end CPU like a 6-core or an 8-core, some 8 cores can actually do this too. But if you have a lower end CPU, you should probably use OBS. Now, in my opinion, you should use both, test it out, see what you prefer, see what you like better. Now, a lower end CPU would probably be a lot better because it uses a lot less CPU usage on OBS. So then you can worry about more CPU usage on your actual game content. Now with Streamlabs, it uses a little bit more CPU, so it would probably be better if you have a lower end to use OBS. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm pretty sure it's already about almost 20 minutes, maybe, if that, could even be longer. But we are going to wrap it up for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Comment below if anything that I've missed that could help potential other people. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button and with the little bell, so then you will always know the next time I post a new video. I will be posting new videos every Sunday. This is O Silent Reaper, signing off.